Hi everybody, we're going to be playing exercise number 70, which is called Rhythm Etude. This exercise focuses on different groupings of 16th notes. So we've already learned about 16th notes. Remember that the numbers and syllables we use to count them are 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. So that's how we break the beat up into 4 parts so that we're able to count and subdivide more easily. If you're uncomfortable with playing this rhythm, it's a good idea to go back to exercise 69, which has the same rhythm. Practice clapping it and saying the subdivision while you clap, and do this slowly so that you can really understand how the beat is being broken up. Just as an example, I'm going to clap and say the first bar of this piece. 1, 2, and 3E and a 4. So that third beat is broken up as 3E and a, 3E and a 4. So I'm breaking it up into 4 parts, so that can help me subdivide as I play those 16th notes. We're going to practice this one slowly first, and it's important that when we're playing it at this slow speed, you get it accurate. Then from there, once you're comfortable with counting and subdividing at this speed, slowly bump it up until it's faster. So for those of you following along at home with a metronome, I'm throwing mine on 60 beats per minute, which is the same as just a regular second. So if you don't have a metronome, maybe just watch your clock. All right, there'll be 4 clicks before we start. All right, now we're going to speed it up a little bit, and I just want to point out the groupings in the last bar, or bars 2 and 3 as well. That 2 16ths and an 1/8, remember it's 1E and, 1E and. So a lot of people tend to play them all as 16th notes, but it's da da da, 1E and. Now we're going to speed it up a little bit, let's say to quarter note equals 90. There'll be 4 clicks before we start. And 1, 2, 3. Now, one final thing I'll say is that when we're playing faster notes and we're using our tongue more frequently, a lot of people stop using their air, but that's really the wrong thing to do. You have to keep your air moving so that your tongue can ride on the air and just lightly start each of these notes. A lot of the time, people will try and use a very aggressive, firm tongue, ta 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 ta, and that's going to yield really bad results. So it has to be a very light tongue that's just riding on the airstream. So it's very light. The airstream is the most important thing, and once that's in order, then the tongue will fall into line behind it. So if you have any questions on this exercise, remember, go back to 69 first, check that one out, and then you can also ask your band director in your private lesson.